Hey guys, hold on, let me catch my breath. So today is going to be yet another astrology video. I haven't done one of these in a while. As you know, so far I have done Gemini and Taurus and Aries, and I will link all of those down below. But today we are going to be talking about an elusive, amazing, talented, beautiful, polarizing zodiac sign, and that is Virgo. Now, some people say that Virgos are the Satan of the zodiac. We are the most complex, and we can be assholes. But that isn't true. That actually applies more so to Geminis and Scorpios, so fuck you guys, but I'm just kidding. I'm dating a Gemini, so it's okay. But no, I mean, there are good and bad qualities associated with every single zodiac sign, but Virgos are a little bit more infamous for being difficult. And so I made a list of all the Virgo traits and all of the experiences that I've had with Virgos and experiences that I've had with myself. And just the fact that I made a list is just so Virgo in itself. Let's start off with telling you guys a little bit about Virgos. What dates does Virgo season fall on? And I'm gonna put that right here. I don't know exactly when it is, but I know that I am on the last day of Virgo, which is September 21st, and the following day actually becomes Libra season. So I am on the cusp of being Libra, and also my moon sign is Libra. So although I do possess a lot of these absolutely horrific traits of a Virgo, I do identify a little bit more emotionally as a Libra. The way I present myself sometimes tends to be more like a Libra. I am a lot more balanced and just easygoing, whereas Libras are just like a little fucking crazy. So some of the Virgos that I have known. My father was a Virgo, and he wasn't like a Virgo at all, actually. I have never really known too many Virgos, and I think that's because if I did, we might kill each other. I think there's room for only one Virgo in my life, and that Virgo is myself. So one of the traits about Virgos that is very, very well known is that they are very organized and like to have things neat and in order. They can be borderline OCD. And even Virgos who aren't very organized and aren't super tidy, they have a particular way that they like things. So even though their life may seem to be a complete fucking mess, they will have it just exactly how they like it. It'll be like organized chaos. But I am not like that at all. I am very, very neat. I need things to be perfectly in line, and if one thing's out of place, it can cause me so much stress. It just makes me crazy. It drives me fucking nuts. Like sometimes my boyfriend will take his socks off and put them on the ground, and I'll literally just like start boiling inside. Another thing about Virgos is that they are analytical, bordering on being overly analytical. So if you say something that you may think is not really that important, something just in passing, you say that to a Virgo, they might spend days, weeks, possibly months analyzing that one passing statement you made and trying to figure out what you meant by it. And it will drive them crazy. And they will never show you how they truly feel. They won't show you that they are bothered or upset by something that you said, but it's just going to eat them up inside. Virgos sometimes come across as being very, very cold, and they won't want to express their emotions. And so a lot of the times they will bottle things up inside for long periods of time, and then they'll just explode one day and probably like murder people. Another thing about Virgos is that they're very, very over analytical of themselves as well, which can cause them to be pretty self-deprecating. They're always looking at themselves in the mirror, looking at their scores on tests, literally every aspect of their life, and just picking it apart and wondering how they could be better. They're always comparing themselves to other people, which is a very negative aspect. One thing that is kind of surprising to me, because I am a YouTube personality, is that Virgos don't need to be the center of attention. They're not like your Leos, for example, who need to be the star of the show, and they don't need to dominate conversation like Geminis, for example. They are okay with taking a back seat and being a little bit more introverted. I do think that Virgos sometimes long for recognition, so I feel like sometimes they wish that they could be the center of attention, but they're okay with just not being the center of attention, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Although they may seem quiet and introverted at times and grounded, they are known to be very, very crazy and wild in certain situations, especially in situations involving alcohol. My fucking camera died. Okay, where was I going with this? Another thing about Virgos is they are always right. Just kidding. They always think that they're right. However, unlike Taurus, they will back down from an argument, and a lot of the times Virgos will know that they're right, but they will let the other person win just because they don't have the fight. And so they will let things go and they will know that they're right and they will be like, okay, I'm just gonna give it to this person. But they always have this like high and mightiness to them, which I sometimes notice about myself, and gosh, it's truly annoying. Like sometimes I'm just like, wow, I'm such a Virgo piece of shit. Why do I have friends? Whenever any of my friends end up in a relationship with a Virgo and they tell me things like, oh, they're so reserved and calm and simple, I'm like, you've got a freak on your hands and you better watch out and better make sure they're not part of like some weird freaky kinky sex ring, because Virgos a lot of the times will come off as being very reserved, very tame, very innocent, but they are the freaks of the zodiac. I think they're like the most likely to have like a sex dungeon or like a sex swing in their house. And I'm not saying I'm like that. I'm actually not like that at all. But I just know that a lot of Virgos do happen to be that way. They just have this like really craziness that not a lot of people get to see. But when people do see it, they're like, oh shit, what have I gotten myself into? And Virgos are also ruled by Mercury, which means that whenever there is Mercury in retrograde, they are the ones that are affected the most by it. So if you're a Virgo and there's Mercury in retrograde, you stay the fuck home. I mean, last Mercury in retrograde, I pretty much told everybody, like, if you need me, call me, but other than that, I'm just gonna stay home and sit this one out. Some famous Virgos happen to be, of course, Beyonce, Michael Jackson, Mother Teresa, Dr. Phil, Pink, Prince Harry, just thought I'd throw that in there because he just got married. Very sorry for his, what the fuck's her name? And of course, moi. Just kidding, I'm not a famous Virgo. I'm an infamous Virgo. So yeah, that is just some information about Virgos. If you're a Virgo, what do you guys think? Do you agree with this, or do you think I'm just full of shit? Or do you just think that astrology in general is a bunch of bullshit? I think it's fun, and sometimes it is interesting to see if some of the traits and qualities of particular zodiac signs match up with us. We all can identify with some of the descriptions of each zodiac sign because as humans, we are just so multifaceted and our personalities have so many little hidden things within them. I think that if you don't take it too seriously, it can teach us a little bit about ourselves. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Also let me know in the comment section which sign you think I should do next, or if I should redo any of the videos I've done before. If you like my astrology videos, click the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face down below because that makes you cooler some shit, and I will see you guys in my next video.